questions. Hello everybody. My name is Grant, or Fearless Dubs, and I'm back with another video. I've received a request to do a review on the Iowa, so here I am. For our commander, we are using William Sims. He's rank 16, Legendary 2. We're using Andrew Cunningham and Mikhail Kedrov as inspirations. We're using Flammable Cannoneer, Crisscross, Marksmanship, Reaching Out XXL, and Will to Rebuild as our legendary skill. Our loadout, we are using Secondary Battery Mod 2. You could use the main Battery Mod 2 for the extra traverse speed and the reduced reload time. I prefer this just so I can keep my reload time the way it is. Using Steering Gears Mod 2 because this thing turns like a boat. Well, it is a boat. Duh. It turns really slow. We are using Target Acquisition because that's the only thing you can use in this slot. And we are using Artillery Plotting Room Mod 2, which reduces dispersion of your main battery by 11%. We are fully upgraded. It comes with heals, and you can either choose between the fighter, spotter, or the secondary. We have our Stars and Stripes permanent camo from the California thing. We were using the Epic Battle Booster. Let's go over some of these things real quick. We were using the Epic Battle Booster in the gameplay I have. So, yeah, we'll look at stats in a minute. I will tell you the stats in the gameplay. Armor. Its bow is 32 millimeters thick, which means it can be overmatched by only the Yamato. 460 millimeter guns is what it can be overmatched by. Okay, we can get rid of that. Torpedo protection, there it is, blah blah blah. We don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. Citadel, it is right on the waterline. If you're broadside, it can be hit, but it is pretty difficult to hit. I mean, I've struggled a bit with trying to hit the Citadel of the Iowa. But if you look, the top, that blue part, that is 16 millimeters thick, so that can be overmatched. If you can penetrate the side and kind of go down at an angle, you can hit the Citadel. It's only 16 millimeters. Goes 30 knots. It's got big guns, 16-inch guns to be exact. It was one of the most powerful battleships of World War II. The ship was designed for escorting attack carrier forces. She surpassed the speed of all battleships in the world. In real life, it goes like 33 knots. The battleship's survivability was significantly improved owing to a novel and powerful torpedo protection system and a fundamentally different armor protection system featuring an internal armor belt. She entered service in 1943, and there were six of them built. I know of the Iowa and the Missouri. That's the only two Iowa-class ships I know. Anyway, I will talk about the stats in the gameplay as soon as we get there, and I will see you there right now. Alright, here we are in the gameplay. I'm going to be talking about the stats. Survivability. The Iowa has 72,520 HP, as you can see right there. Its torpedo damage reduction is at 25%, which is not the best for the tier, but I think it's fairly average. See, Massachusetts and Alabama both have 45%, so it's not as good as them, but it's about what all the Tier 7 battleships have, I think. Its main battery, it's got 3 triple 406mm turrets that fire out to fire out more than 19.7. When you have that's without the epic battle booster. With the epic battle booster, it goes out to 20.3 kilometers. The reload time is 30 seconds, and the turn time is 31.9. So, it's pretty good. HE shells do a max of 5,700 with a 36% chance to set on fire. Please don't shoot HE with this. You are an American battleship with really good AP. Please don't shoot HE, or else I will hate you for forever. AP shells, they do 13,100 damage if you Citadel people, which means an overpen would be 1,310 damage. This ship does have secondaries. It's got the twin 5-inch guns on them. It's got 10 on each side, so 20 in total. They reach out to 6 kilometers with the secondary thing I have on here. Those reload in 6 seconds. The maximum HE shell damage for those is 1,800, but you're never going to get that because you can't Citadel with low caliber HE, and they have a 5% chance to set on fire. The Iowa, you can get pretty close with the. You can get pretty close and use the secondaries, but I wouldn't advise that. I'd try and stay more in the back and try and kill people from far away, because the Iowa has pretty decent dispersion. As we take out the York with our first Citadel of the game. Alright, maneuverability, it can go at maximum speed of 30.9 knots, which is slower than it is in real life. In real life, it can go like 33 knots. I think on PC, it can go 33 knots. I mean, I wish it could go that fast here, but, I mean, that would be kind of, I don't know. As we Citadel the Iowa for 23k. Turning circle's not great at 920 meters. The Alabama, I think, is the best battleship turning circle, which was like, what, 640 or 680 or something like that. Pretty insane. Rudder shift is 16.6 seconds, so it doesn't turn fast. Usually when a ship is really long, like the Iowa, it doesn't turn fast at all. Torpedoes. It has none. Sorry. It's got none. Concealment. It's a battleship. Don't try and think it's got good concealment, please. It's got 14.7 kilometer surface detectability, 20.3 after firing, which is your max range. And when it's on fire, it is 16.7 kilometers. By air, it is 12.3 kilometers. And apparently after firing the main gun, it's longer than your normal at 20.4. Okay, when it's on fire, it's 15.3. And there goes the Atlanta. Devastating strike. Was not expecting to get that, but whatever. Guaranteed detectability is always 2. Detectability when firing, and smoke is 14.8. So smoke does not help you very much. Anyway, that is the Iowa for you. It's pretty good. It can be pretty tanky. Like, its armor, I'm looking at it right now, it's not bad at all. Like, its belt armor, it is, yeah, it's like 38 millimeters on the side. So that you can, if it's well angled, you can bounce a lot of things. Yeah, the bow armor, it's 32 millimeters. You can, the only thing that can overmatch you is a Yamato. Anyway, that is the stats for the Iowa. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's the grind itself is not too bad. The Colorado is the Wyoming. It's a tier 3 battleship. Its dispersion is not great. But you won't be playing that thing for long. New York, same story. It can be pretty good. It's just all the ships before the Iowa are slow. They go at 20 knots when they're fully upgraded. New Mexico, It's a great ship. If you're going to be keeping any tier 5 battleship, I would keep that one, because that thing is great. I love just taking it out every once in a while, just using it, because the dispersion's actually really good. Sorry, my Elgato glitched out there, so it had to skip a little tiny bit of footage, but you weren't missing anything there. The Colorado, it's okay. I wouldn't. I mean, I'd still play it. Like, as soon as I got it, I just played it and played it and played it until I got the Iowa. I just played it over and over and over again. It's not bad. It's got 16-inch guns, but it only has 8. I mean, 8 16-inch guns. Pretty good, but the dispersion's kind of troll on it. It's kind of like Alabama dispersion. It's not the greatest. And once you get to the Iowa, it's good. Iowa's great. I love it. It's fast. You don't have the 20 knot top speed anymore. It's just a good all-around ship, I'd say. It's got great dispersion. You can hit most things at long range. Sometimes the dispersion likes to troll you, but that's what happens with any ship you play in, especially Germans. Speaking of the Gneisenau. That's really all I have to say about the Iowa. I mean, up close, it can do good. It's got the secondaries to reach out to 6 kilometers. It can be pretty tanky as well. I mean, I haven't tried a tank build on it, but I'm sure you could try a tank build, see how it works out for you. It might not work out too well because it's not really much of a brawling battleship like the Germans are, because the Germans have such good armor. But when you angle correctly, you will bounce most things. Anyway, the game. We haven't been paying much attention to that. We're up to 111,000 damage, and there are 4 ships left. We have gotten a first blood and a devastating strike with 4 citadels and 3 kills. This Gneisenau. I decided not to go any closer because he has torpedoes. He can torpedo me. The Benson. I forgot about him. So he hits me with 4 torpedoes. It's not preferable, but they're American torpedoes, so they're not going to do too much damage. Gneisenau starts to come out broadside, so I was like, okay, I will do 15,000 damage to you and kill you. Bringing us up to 126,000 damage and 4 kills, and gives us our high caliber medal. There's also a Scharnhorst around this mountain, around this island. I decided not to go full speed because I just captured the base and I don't want to get reset right at the last second. So I'm going around very slowly. I don't want to come out broadside either, so I'm turning as fast as I possibly can. Benson's shooting at me. I decided not to worry about him because he's not doing much to me. He's gonna stop shooting at me in a second. Scharnhorst, there he is. He's battle tanking, so I decide to shoot in the superstructure, and I do 7,800 damage with 6 overpens. And here come the torpedoes. I knew that was going to happen because I was within 6 kilometers of him, so I have to turn the ship as best as I can, and he hits us right in the butt with a torpedo for 7,500 damage. And we're going to be flooding for the next 16 seconds because our damage con is on cooldown. There is an Iowa over there, and I am completely broadside to him, so I have to hurry up and turn the ship. So I shoot once, shoot twice, and Citadel number 1, Citadel number 2, we just hit him for like 40k just then. And we hit him again for another 4,300, which brings us up to 176,000 damage. It's one of the better games I've had in the Iowa. He shoots us back, but we are bow tanking, so he does nothing. We shoot again. Hopefully we can Citadel him again, take him out. Are we going to? It's looking pretty good. We do take him out, and that gives us our Kraken Unleashed. I haven't had a Kraken in a long time. I think that's, let's see, how many Krakens do I have? I think I have around, I will say that was my, I want to say it's my 12th one. Oh, I also have almost 2,600 battles. I just realized that doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's my 12th Kraken. That's really nice to see, isn't it? Last earned on Iowa. Cool. Last high caliber was earned on Iowa. Last devastating strike was on Iowa. Last first blood was on Iowa. Yeah, this is the last ship I played since. Yeah, okay. Yeah, anyway. It's just the Benson left. Me and this King George are gonna be sailing along. This King George is he's almost dead. So he has to be a little careful. But the Benson is to our starboard side, which is the side I'm looking at. I don't know where, but he's over there somewhere. So I'm looking over in that direction. I get spotted. I'm like, where from? He must be over there. And there he is. He's right there. King George's secondaries are going off. Mine should be going off if they have 6 kilometers, but maybe they weren't 6 kilometers in this game. That doesn't matter. He's unspotted anyway. King George decides to go towards him. I decide to go away so I don't get torped. And I'm glad I did, because there are the torpedoes. So that way I have an easier time of dodging them because I'm already in the middle of a turn. And I was like, oh, there's one of those is probably going to hit me right. But no, my ship is just narrow enough for me to avoid both of the torpedoes that are coming at me. Benson gets spotted again towards the King George. And so I put my rear gun at him, shoot. And are we going to hit him? No, we are not. We are not going to hit him. 177,000 damage. Still, I have 2 minutes left of this game. And that Benson is going to get away for now. Takes out the King George. This is not that big of a deal because we are winning on points. All I need to do is run away. But he is there. He is spotted. He is almost dead. I'm going to go after him. Yeah, I have 1 minute and 40 seconds to take him out. Can I do it? I decide to shoot. It's kind of a bad shot, but we will see if it hits. And it does. I hit him with 2 shells, brings us up to 180,000 damage, and gives us our Confederate. Anyway, nothing much is going to happen in the rest of this game, so I'm going to speed it up. Speed up, nothing's gonna happen in this game. We're just gonna run out of time here. And there we go. I captured the base right at the last second. And battle ended. So we finished the game with we have to do the milestone. Yay. I don't play this game that much, so I'm only on level 20. And I haven't bought the pass. Anyway, we finished the game with 180,000 damage, 5 kills, 6 citadels. We got a Kraken Unleashed, a Confederate First Blood, Devastating Strike, and a High Caliber for our troubles. We finished top of the team with all the medals in the world and 3,400 base XP, which is great for a battleship. We make 270,000 credits profit. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and click that notification bell to be notified whenever I upload. And as always, the Discord link will be in the description, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.